So I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this angle. This is how I have been filming all of the videos that I shoot here in my studio, but this might be one of the last times that you guys ever see this background, because as you can see from the title and thumbnail, we are completely rebuilding the studio, turning it into what will be my ultimate dream home YouTube studio, and I'm gonna bring you guys along to show you how we're doing it. There's a lot of work to do, let's get into it. After clearing everything out, having an empty space and deciding how I wanted to rebuild it, it was time to start paint. I went with matte black paint for some of the walls. I'm keeping some of them white. Some people might say matte black is way too dark. It's gonna make the room look dingy and small. I say it's gonna make it look super sick. It's gonna look so sick. I can like see the color on the walls already. It's gonna look amazing. This studio build is so much more than just creating a space. At the end of this video, I have something really special to share with you guys, something that actually makes this my dream YouTube studio more than any materialistic things ever could. Stick around because I can't wait to show it to you guys. After a second coat of black and I did a coat of white on all of these other walls, it is really starting to come together. I didn't show the white because boring, but it's starting to look dope. Also, look how cute this little guy is being. You just want to be in the shots. It's starting to look really cool. Now that we're done with the paint, we can start getting to some of the way more exciting and fun things, like bringing in furniture and starting to put up some of the awesome things that I have for the walls. So let's get into that. As long as I can remember, I've wanted like a proper charging station, somewhere where I can have like an organized place where I don't have all these crazy cables like just spread out all over the floor, and somewhere that I can organize all my batteries to be in like the ones that need charging, the ones that are full, and just have one place where I can do that. So this is what I came up with, check this out. I got like this pegboard and I've attached all of my chargers to it with these containers at the bottom where I'm gonna have like empty batteries, full batteries, and then have some cables or something random in there. I don't want to give too much away, but this thing is super sick and I'm so pumped on how it actually turned out. It's way too cool to not like include in some of the shots. I'm gonna try to get this thing on the wall, and we're gonna keep moving. Things are actually starting to come together and starting to look really, really good. So let's go. I have these really cool LED strips, which I'm gonna be putting on the inside of this little shelving unit. It's gonna light up some cool lenses and stuff that are gonna be in there and really make it look cool. I'm gonna have to solder these connections together because I need to get the extension down into the bottom one. I realized that in the first before shots, this carpet was actually out already, but this carpet is part of the new studio and it's a new addition. The reason I'm just putting this down now because I know you guys have been dealing with terrible audio because there's been nothing in this room, so there's so much like reverb. One of the best things about this carpet, aside from once I'm having a place to sleep, is that this really helps with the acoustics of the room. It absorbs a lot of the sound and like deadens it out of it. It's still not gonna sound nice because this is one of the only things in the room, but it's gonna help a little bit while I'm talking to you guys now. The next thing is, this. A little while ago, when I decided that I was gonna do this whole studio rebuild, I saw a really cool company called Yellow Pop, and this is something from them. I reached out to them and asked them if they wanted to be involved in my dream studio rebuild, and they were super on board, and I was really happy to hear that. And what this is a neon sign, and I've like taken a peek in the box here, but I haven't actually looked at it. I haven't like played with it or anything. If you guys do want to check out Yellow Pop, they have amazing customized signs that you guys can make any like words that you want, and they have a bunch of different fonts that you guys can pick from. But I'll show you a little bit more about what I'm talking about. So let's check this out. I'm super keen to get this thing up on the wall. Okay, sick. Okay, so basically what we have going on here. Okay, here's what I'm mounting. Some cable organizers maybe, a remote. And now here's the actual sign. So basically this is like, it's a faux neon sign basically. So it looks like a neon sign without any of the annoying inconveniences of a neon sign. It is like this. It says Daydream Creations. And if you guys are a little confused as to what that is, it's a secret little project that I've been working on for quite a while now. It's been really hard to keep it a secret. I've been wanting to tell you guys about it, and I can't tell you just yet, but I promise I'm not going to leave you hanging for too long, and I'm going to reveal everything about what Daydream Creations actually is very, very soon, so sit tight. Let's get this up on the wall though. It's the next morning. Ended up working way into the night last night, trying to just get all the small things done, all added up, and took way too much time. But we're really getting there. Final little stretch. I think we are just about to be done, and we can have the reveal for the studio. So let's finish things off. Ever since I started YouTube, I have wanted a space that inspires me. Somewhere I can go and escape the world, just take the things that I have in my mind and turn them into something real, something tangible, something I can share with the world. I think that this space is going to be that for me. Remember at the beginning of this video, I said that there was one thing that would make this studio my actual ultimate dream YouTube studio. Well, that is this thing right here, and I'm sure a lot of you guys might have been able to guess it, but it's this. It is a package from YouTube, and it is my YouTube silver play button. So, a silver play button for Sean Kitching for passing 100,000 subscribers. As cliche as it is, I literally couldn't have done any of this without you guys and the support that you guys show for the content that I create. So a huge thank you to each and every one of you. This is amazing, and I have just the place for it. So sick, honestly guys. I'm not gonna get too cheesy, but that little sign right there means so much to me. Ever since I started YouTube so long ago, I dreamt about how amazing it would be to be able to build a community that reward represents, and that is exactly what we've done with this YouTube channel. So I sincerely want to thank each and every single one of you guys. You guys make it possible for me to do what I love every day, create videos and do all of this. So thank you to all of you guys. I'm really happy with how this studio is looking and how it's turned out. This is going to be my main angle. I've also set it up in a way that I'm going to have a few other angles so that I can shoot on this side behind you guys. These walls are all white, as you saw. So if I want a white background, I can shoot that way. Otherwise, if I want this more moody black background, I can shoot this angle. Otherwise, an angle at my computer for doing any editing videos, which you guys will see in some up and coming projects. There are a few more small things that I need to do, like put some pictures in the picture frames and a couple other odds and ends that I need to finish, but I didn't want to wait any longer to reveal my studio. So I made the video now anyway. I hope you guys think it looks really cool. I am so happy with how this turned out with this background right here. I think one of my favorite things is that charging station, and of course this neon sign, and of course my absolute favorite thing is gonna be that silver play button right there. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you got some inspiration for any home YouTube studio you might be working on, and I will see you in next week's video. Peace.